if you're gonna do this for another 40 episodes, if you're gonna have to do this for another 40 episodes,
nigga,
you're always gonna be online.
There's always some shit to talk about, bro.
No, I'm not talking about talking. I'm talking about rapping.
Rapping?
Yeah.
What about Lil Wayne? Lil Wayne's still going at it.
Nigga, that's Lil Wayne, nigga, my profession.
No, but I'm asking you.
My thing is not,
hey, what's up, guys? We're gonna switch it up. This is how Vini does it, so I'm gonna start doing it like Vini.
Okay.
There was even a time where you sent me the wrong audio.
Yeah.
Because you start the same way, I was like, oh, this is the right audio. And then you was like, alright. That's how he goes on stage, alright. Are you guys good? And he's like, yeah, man, I'm pretty. I'm feeling a bit saucy. This is his stand-up, guys. Feeling like a bad bitch. This is what happens when you watch. I probably can recite everyone's open mic jokes like bar for bar.
Even Dylan Oliphant's jokes you can say
like even shout out to Hayden Ho. Anytime when it's tough, I'm like Tina Siachereza.
That's the way.
And then every time I'm like, some people are like, oh man, Chinese guys speaking vernac, and you're like, man, he did a lot. He's been doing this for like 6. But I get the experience. So yeah, do your
let's start the show on the right note.
Okay, let's go.
All right. You dig it so bad, you're even off.
Sounds like
leave the creator to do it alone.
Sounds like you're copying was it Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah, that's where it came from.
So you stole the nigga from Interstellar and you think you're that nigga?
No.
You ain't got no country accent, bro.
No. The fact is, and you will notice even on the stand-up. But sometimes when I do it, all right, you get people in this jolly energy.
Okay.
I'm
Let's go.
projecting my sound.
I'm gonna try again with you.
Let's go. You're gonna fuck it up. Yeah. All right. What's going on, guys? This is another episode of Third Avenue, aka
Tap.
Yeah, man. What's going on, bro? What's going on? We've been wasting time. You act like, you know what? Let's just start it on a high note, on a good note. And you know it, man. Straight up, man. We call it
off the dome since Vinny's filtering himself. Yeah, man. That's that Memphis shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Get it up, get your money. Wait.
Yeah. So I'm back.
Yo, let me go. Bro. The beat is too hard. We're getting easy.
Okay.
Yeah. Get it up. Get your money up. Nigga flowing hard. Nigga going fast. I'm running up hot. Nigga listen to this rap steady. Chop it up. Niggas wanna ask me who the hell I am. It's Finny boy. See me. I'm like shot. Flashlights everywhere. I rap couple pictures, everything. We drinking large, nigga. We got everything.
So we got everything. So I'm taking my thing. So I'm shining like the bling. I don't even need the bling, man. You gotta kiss the ring. Sitting like a motherfucking king, man. I'm going on, feeling like I'm rapping on the song. Gotta do it like I'm rapping very long, man. Know the type shit. Gotta feel it. Know you know it's it. Gotta hit the gym. Gotta keep it fit, man. Now I know I'm gonna say, you know this is it. I ain't never gonna say any shit, but I'm rapping on the song. Gotta make it like it's Memphis song.
Line up, nigga. You line up, nigga. What? General ass niggas, we got VIP. Stick the line, nigga.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, this beat is so hard. They're just messing it up, man.
Yo. Said I hit my line, feeling like I don't even go on the grind. I'm just gonna take my motherfucking time. Man, you niggas wondering how I'm doing. Man, I'm doing just fine.
We just messed up such a beautiful beat, man. Nah, man, let me just go deep in my raps, man.
It's funny when one nigga hits a sample, it's like a nigga wants to talk about.
Yeah, he wants to talk about his feelings, man.
Alright, man, I'm listening to you, man.
Check, man, I tried to drop a freestyle, I messed it up. So you know what I do? I pour another cup, sip it up, I'm dizzy now.
I hear you, brother.
They say I'm a crazy boy, I'm crazy now. You can't tell me another story about me, nigga. Nothing else is coming in. I ain't just keeping it flowing, I'm just keeping it going. I tried last night to give it a call. Yo, man.
Listen, always had a fucking vision. Kill it like I have a little bit of ambition. So I'm dreaming and I'm feeling like I'm trying to get in, trying to get this motherfucking win. But you know that's the thing, they say don't do what God forbid and then live in sin. I really don't like this beat, it's so fucking repetitive, feeling like monotony. You don't just wanna get to me, but I'ma keep flowing on. Feeling like I'm rapping in 2009, feeling like I'm sitting on the motherfucking grind. I just wanna say I'm gonna take more time, sitting in the hills here. Now we're trying to feel like Happy Meals, like I'm gonna do it like I'm Donald, feeling like Glover, feeling like I'm on my childish shit like others. Everybody says got the love for my brother, gotta do it harder, gotta hustle harder. Rah.
Oh, hey, nigga, I should've let you just go. I came in too slow.
Why do you rap like sometimes you've never freestyled before?
I don't wanna say garbage, man. Yo, I'm driving through the AMs. Thinking of my thoughts, I'm thinking everything. Yeah. Heart racing, pumping.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I took another.
You know what? Stop the beat and get yourself a beat. No, get yourself a beat. No, you gave it lackluster. No, redeem
yourself. Let's just end it. No. Like I said, if you think that we're gonna have to do this Feed and Dome segment for a very long time, there are going to be episodes where I redeem myself. You remember there was an episode in fun I was going, it was.
So you're that type of guy.
Disastrous. No.
When you're flopping, you're just gonna.
No, you know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen. I always tell myself this. If I have to say, let me try harder, it's the more you will just morsha and morsha, sound even more trash. Let it go.
I had this crazy thought while you're thinking. I'm like, what if the video's not recording?
I'm funny, that would be messed up,
bro. And I don't even want to check.
I'm funny, you just take the L. Then you just drop an audio for the cartoon.
Cartoon?
Yeah.
What do you think this is, bro?
No, you just put South Park things, bro.
Nigga, you know how hard it is to make South Park?
No, the lips, man. And then, you must give you...
Nigga, we don't even have a logo yet. And it's almost our 1 year anniversary.
Sorry, my GPS was still on, man. This is unprofessional. You see, Makwele Studios, father.
There's nothing unprofessional for being human. You know what? While you do that, you just made me have a crazy thought. You know why you're saying it's unprofessional? Yeah. It's because a lot of legacy media people started podcasts and made unnecessary pressure to just having it's just a conversation.
But I feel like the OG, like the people, like obviously we know the OGs make G, and he was also like, I think he was also stipulating something like that when you go to specific people's podcasts, it's very like it's not as fluid. But some other places they have segments, so they have to catch the time limit into the segment and do all of that. But
because I think like the Joe Rogan approach is nice, man. Like
it's the best.
If you're gonna come, we're chilling for 4 hours. Come, so we could chill, get to know each other first.
Yeah.
Whereas it's like, I get it. It's just the way that, what do you call this? The growth of how we adapt to selling shit. That someone's gonna come here,
But it's an expensive exercise to do the studio, like the studio podcasting. Like for me, like it's not a profitable thing. I don't think the only person who generally has from my understanding, that has the views all the time consistently is MacG. And
You're talking about in the South African context.
Yeah. Because I don't even know how much do you think it will cost to rent a whole studio for 2 hours?
No. For 2 hours, around 1.8. I have the numbers.
1.8 for 2 hours.
Yeah.
For you to get nothing, the returns are never gonna be.
I don't know
there,
if
bro.
it comes with the shooting as well
And editing.
No, editing will always be on you. That's a different.
So just bro, I think it would have been nice if it was 1.8 with the shooting.
The thing is, bro, we could shoot this in our apartments. It's just that I'm a bit afraid because I've thought about multiple times of us shooting like in a normal setting. I'm a bit afraid we're going to all turn our podcasts into a Joe Biden. Shout out to the Rampedi brothers. But you understand, we're all gonna style the sitting. I'm gonna put a couch for you.
Yeah.
And then,
But one thing I can at least say,
Yeah.
I think we're the only podcast in South Africa that does it in the car.
No.
When one day it will come across the right thing. Like, and for this nigga,
you know what sucks? It's like someone can. But no, we got this is episode 40, guys. What's up? What's up?
We cementing.
We have the track record that we did it first. So whoever this motherfucking famous guy.
But in this day and age of technology, it doesn't even matter if you're the first nigga. Huh? Have you ever watched the hip hop documentary? This one on Netflix, and Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah. The first one.
Did you see Grandmaster Flash? I didn't see no mansions and shit.
It always sucks. It's the same thing with like the pioneers.
The pioneers
are always like
make the money. Bro.
No, because remember, everything has to, just like how social media is. First it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Then the first nigga had to take a couple of L's to see like, oh, this is profitable. And just like how it's always like the renaissance of what's happening in South Africa now, where the local companies are
shifting away from that.
They're like, shit, what? Fuck, no one's like. The thing is, it's great that there's a lot of people still watching TV.
Yeah, no.
Besides, because they don't have a choice to do, right? But now there's also a thing of like, fuck, these Gen Z motherfuckers are getting married and they're getting cars and they're getting children.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the niggas
Then
we want us to buy. They are starting to buy.
Yeah,
so like, if I'm going to go look for to buy something, like I'm not gonna go watch a Verimark ad on TV.
Does Verimark still produce items?
Verimark
thank you for bringing up Verimark. Because the other day I was just walking and I was thinking, do you remember that there was a time where there used to be multiple variations of mops?
Yeah, like infomercial.
No. Everyone, there was the mop that one. No, first it had a sponge, and then it started valaring. It started closing like
Those
this.
things work like a week.
And then there was the twisting one.
Yeah.
And then there was the bucket rap. But now when you go to any household, which mop do you find? The first mop that was ever created, that classic one, the
spaghetti mop, the best.
It's the best, man. Because I don't know, man. But I feel like it's people don't want to get their hands dirty and wring the mop.
Let me say this: the best thing when I was a barista, the only nice thing, but sometimes those same cleaning mops with the bucket and the thing that drains the water. But when you're in a rush and you just keep on it like So the best spaghetti mop, right, is a small one and one you can just do.
But see, you're not a professional cleaner. The professional cleaners, they know how to use that shandies. They use it nice.
People are just going to get, man. Cleaning is still cleaning. Whether you're going to try and put it like, dude. The UK, I've realized the UK always has weird idea shows. And I feel like those are the niggas who executively produced, Love on the Spectrum. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember back in the days, the TLC shows, these two lovers. That one was called, it wasn't called Love on the Spectrum. Something with the relations of saying, weirdos.
What?
No. I was
What the
about
hell
to
was
get
that?
myself cancelled.
But like, nigga, just cut it. It's like your whole life flashed.
Because
That was like so.
honestly, Love and the
that's
Spectrum
so
is not
Raven.
fresh.
You were just like,
I'm fit.
and then you.
My whole life flashed like your daughter. One day when someone clicks on this thing, Pili, daughter. No, I wanted to say that there was a show called, and it's right somewhere in my mind, where it was basically disabled people.
Like trying to find love.
And they get love as well. So it wasn't necessarily autism. It was multiple.
Just disabilities.
Yeah, multiple disabilities.
But would you say now? You just made me have a thought. Would you say that basically Netflix is biting TLC now?
Yeah, TLC's model is clean.
Because it's always
you see what they need to do is make a 90-Day Fiancé type vibe on Netflix.
Ooh.
That thing will be trending.
And the thing is, I don't think TLC will ever sell the IP for that.
They'll never, bro. TLC is making money from those reality shows.
Oh, you see, guys, Netflix, this is free. It's free, it's mahala. Maybe just then do a collab with them. So
I don't think they would do on a business model thing. TLC, man,
because bro, TLC, we still have to go on the Learning Channel on TV.
Yeah, but doesn't it have its own like subscription?
I don't know, bro. There's so many. The thing is, bro, to be honest, I know this sounds controversial. Sometimes monopolies are good. You just find everything in one place. Everyone is coming up with a streaming. Like, for example, remember?
That's why the quality of things just starts getting diluted.
Listen.
Look at this.
No. Listen, I'm gonna explain, right? Remember when we started watching Netflix? It was like 2017, end of the year, right?
Yeah.
If you compare that type of Netflix to today's Netflix, which one was better for you in your opinion?
Obviously, I think I would say this Netflix, man.
Do you know why?
I feel like I have more options than back then.
No,
in terms of
do you know what? Do you know that time Netflix was licensing a lot of shows, right?
Yeah.
And they were not producing. They were producing shows. This is what I always say. They were producing more quality over quantity, and now it's just quantity, right? Because they are losing licenses, and the licenses are ending of the shows, and then the shows leave the platform. And now they're like, okay, cool. We want to make more shows so you guys can watch it, right? And then in turn, there's a whole lot of trash that's just coming on Netflix that sometimes you'll just find. Like the I feel like the algorithm that time was more better than now. Now you'll search something and it'll be like, no, we don't have that. But do you want to watch this? And it just gives you some Netflix, basically, what do you call these things? It's like a spoof of what you're like, it basically they're trying, and I get their model. They want to make people watch their shows. But now the problem is they're not focusing on like a Stranger Things type of model. They have good, a critically acclaimed series that are just by them. Now it's like, bro, every 5 minutes, the other time we were talking about Pop the Balloon, anything that you like, maybe even now it's worse. Anything you like on YouTube in a year will be on Netflix, done, disserviced, and they'll just rinse it. They'll try to like make it. You know what they try to do? They for example, and this is now controversial. Pop the Balloon, eh? Going back to Pop the Balloon. Pop the Balloon was fully black people, right?
Yeah, most of the time.
No, it was fully. And yeah, just
okay. I said that like I knew.
Let's pop the balloon. Let me say that, because there are people, but hers is the most one. She still pulls views, bro. Like that's why she even got to be a producer. I watched the second.
So what's like the trend that I've noticed that people are really obsessed about love, eh? Like you know why sometimes I don't even like watching these love shows. It's because you'll be hearing them speak about them finding love, and with so much conviction and passion, and you're like, ain't no ways in hell you genuinely believe that you'll find love on television. Because remember,
Wait.
for the entirety of the time, we know that someone is watching us. So where are you going to ever show your true colors?
There was on Date My Family.
Yeah, Date My Family. You see, you see, Mzansi niggas are local.
Hey, yo, Netflix, start cooking up, guys.
Yeah, Date My Family.
Because I see Mzansi Magic is holding on that IP that keeps that channel alive, like Date My Family and stuff.
But
Showmax, just take it from the jump. We don't want it to.
Isn't it on Showmax? No, it's probably on DSTV
it
now.
gets it first debuts, if I'm correct, just like how Shaka debuts on DSTV. On Mzansi Magic, right? Debuts.
Okay, yeah.
Then it'll come like after 6 months to a year onto Showmax. You understand what I'm saying? So shows like Date My Family, the ones that are fire, or I Blew It, those shows that are only keeping that channel alive, bro.
Don't say that. When is the last time you watched Mzansi Magic?
Bro, every time I like go there and I see, that's when I start seeing some of the comedians' ads there. I'm like, hey, man,
the comedians,
the comedians from Open Mic. I'll see their ads on television.
Yeah.
Because now I'm actually watching television. But
maybe one day. But anyways,
have you? Would you ever be in an ad? And what ad would it be?
That's a good question. Like to what? A specific product, or
like you thinking about you? What ad do you think? Like I watched the ad and I'm like,
Nando's.
You know what, Vini? Nah.
The writers.
You see, you are being too.
No, I'm talking about.
You're being too safe.
I'm not being safe. I'm talking about the ad company is gonna write a good ad.
I think maybe old you, round face Vini would have been perfect for an ad on Nando's.
For Nando's, ne?
Well, right?
Yeah.
Now, picture this. You see, I'm giving you free PR and marketing advice, guys. Subscribe to get tips from us. Consulting does not require any feasible, tangible that you know what you're doing. You don't need a track record to advise a business. You don't need to be a good lawyer. You don't need to be a good lawyer to go to jail and know what murder feels like. You know what I'm saying?
I get
you know what I mean?
I get you.
So, but what I'm saying is, this is what I see, bro. Right? We talk about round face Vinny. Then now we private that, no, Vinny, since past you have sets about, you being round and stuff.
I don't even have the title.
Let me cook. Let me not stop laughing because now I need to take myself serious. We talk about you transitioning to a fitness journey, right? Now we need you to be more health conscious because everyone is always trying to lose weight, right? Now you're the comedian guy there. You see yourself there, man, saying, eating a burger, you're like, man, this is nasty, And you just, I don't know.
Bro, have you went back to a couple of our episodes? You remember I'm a notorious fat shamer.
I know.
I am the face of weight.
Yeah. That's why I'm cooking for you, though.
Let me not lie to you, bro. I don't think I'll believe it. I'll believe what I'm saying.
You could promote. Nah, Herbalife wouldn't be.
Herbalife, bro.
Everyone's a promoter, man. But hey, Herbalife, if you all genuinely give us a
Herbalife, rather even take Herbex. What happened to Herbex?
Sasala mafuta for everyone. Shout out for the tagline, though.
Do you know what that means? You are cocking all the fat outside. Basically, that's what it means. When you think about it, Shatela mafuta for everyone. Okay,
you know what?
If you're not exercising, my question is: if you're not exciting,
you're about to open a can of worms.
No.
This conversation
I want you to think
keep on going like this. No, I'm not disagreeing with you. It's just that the conversation is just gonna keep on going like this. When it comes to weight loss, it's
no, not weight loss. I'm saying I'm specific to these medications like Hebex, right?
I don't even know how.
So the way you lose fat is by burning the fat while you're running, right? So do you think you bosh it out? If it's Hebex, Does it
I'm not
melt?
a professional, man.
And then you pour out the mafuta.
But I think maybe I should take a Hebex for bloating. Maybe it helps with bloating.
Yeah, most probably would help.
Because I think the bloating.
But I don't even think Hebex is a company anymore, man.
Yeah, when did you?
So what does that mean?
No, not Hebex.
Hebex.
Hebex is. I don't know, man. You know what's so sad about this is that if you look at the test of when consumerism just started popping, they just catch us with the way we look. That's what makes these niggas money. Everything is about the way you look,
the way you present yourself.
Like we talk about iPhones. iPhone's the only phone on the market that people buy or they products, Apple in general, that they buy generally on just the way they're going to look in society.
But that's just
no. But what I'm saying is, no one buys a Samsung and be like, "Oh, dog, you have a Samsung." Think what I'm saying. Yeah, you can even have the highest end Samsung to someone it just looks like an Android.
No, but that's why when you buy a Samsung, the only Samsung that will stop anybody talking is the flippy ones. Those fold ones. Even though
you're saying that, but do you get what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying.
It's somehow that thing. So, but going back to being in a commercial for our international audience, because that's what an advert is called,
isn't it?
An advertisement or whatever, that's like a UK and a South African term, and then in America they call them commercials. You understand what I'm saying? I think the one I really wanted to be in is a Calvin Klein underwear. I don't even want them to show
so you're blatantly just going to expose to everyone that you are that
self-conceited. You know what they could do? No. Listen, it's not conceited. It's because I would like to. You picture this, right?
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, it just came in. Apparently, my wife is telling me that I also wanted to be a Calvin Klein.
Did you want to be a Calvin?
When? No, nigga, for what?
Nivea. Okay, I see you. Yeah. I see you on the Nivea one, right? Yeah. Then you jump into your whip, right? No. You have to do the working out, so it's on par with the brand.
No, not working out. You know how to do it.
I got you vuga the morning.
Remember, it's under the stand-up comedy realm. No. So it shows you on stage, killing it, sweating.
You see, your problem is, man, and people are gonna watch this from here. People are gonna use this in our documentary. You know what your problem is? Yeah. You need to think like Trevor Noah. You understand what I'm saying? You're not.
What ads do you remember?
No. Of Chelsea, motherfucker killed Chelsea. He killed the Simba one.
Okay.
He think about it. He got ads based on his personality. He never got. This is what I was about to say on a serious note, that you don't want the typical comedian ads. You want to be a personality. You need to be fucking cool. I need to see you in anything. Anything that you do is just cool. Even though you're funny. Just like we look at Dave Chappelle, one of the funniest niggas, right?
I don't think Dave Chappelle does ads.
Yeah, but no, I'm not talking about that. But when you're looking at him, it's like a controversial thing to say. There are comedians who are on borderline clown, funny.
Okay, I get what
you understand what I'm saying. And you're okay to be. You're okay. No, I'm not. It's not like a bad take.
Your take is. I was gonna say something else.
What were you gonna say? You were about to say some lame shit.
No, I'm not gonna say something lame. Like the one thing I've noticed that, as you said, like some people look. You didn't say look funny, but there are people. They have a look to them. They're just funny. They look funny. So when they even do the stand-up, it's already even
you're just
way
funny.
better. Yeah.
But like, I don't see you selling me boss, bro.
What do you mean?
Like I get it now. We're talking about
talking about the ads?
Like your brand has a sense. There are other certain people you can just put onto let's say Andrew Schultz. Let's see. I could see a guy doing a guess and not feel like, because he's funny, he's hilarious, but like just looking at him, I'm not gonna feel like
Let me see who put in a gas ad to gas jeans. Who's gonna convince me as a comedian to buy? And no disrespect, guys. We're not like disrespecting anyone. But it's so ordinary. Like, nigga, I ain't buying no gas jeans. This nigga's not
Who buys gas jeans anyways nowadays, man?
Now the thing is because we
are the only people actually. While we are talking about jeans, there's a swag we all know and we all criticize where someone will wear jeans and then next thing you say yellow techies.
Mustard.
Those are the niggas who would buy gas jeans.
Okay, we'll go back. We still didn't answer the question. We need to find someone who you're gonna look at that guy. Which comedian would I say? And it's not body. We're not gonna. What
would be the criteria to find out?
No, some like, people
would be able to sell gas. Where have you even seen a gas?
Because let me say this: I was like driving on the highway, and I was thinking to myself, you think, oh yo, dude, why do you put Casper Novest on a Samsung thing, right?
Yeah.
Who would fall for that, right?
Yeah.
But if you pick the right guy. Like, for example, growing up, the coolest ads I've ever seen on SABC 1, 3 to ETV were always the alcohol ads. And they had the coolest motherfuckers.
Because those guys...
No, but and I'm not talking about because remember, there are funny type of ads. Sorry, when I go to alcohol, let me go to a bit more class, like a whiskey.
Yeah.
Right? And then the guys walk in there and you're like, shit, man, I don't drink, but that looks like something I want to do when I'm like, in my 40s.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying about the perception. Like everything that we buy now, especially as young adults, we don't think about. The first thing you're going to think about, for example, let's say when you wanted to get like car insurance, what's the first thing that came into your mind?
Insurance. But because, bro, they pay for the most ad space,
but it's not even about that.
And they also do.
And then who do you think about when you think about insurance?
What was that guy's name? Guys, but he's back now. Apparently.
Yeah, but do you see what I'm saying? That you will think these endorsements, when they are done right, mfana, you'll even be fine. Vouching for that guy, you're like, dog, they snapped. Like Trevor Noah, that guy, some niggas damn near, I remember as a kid, they thought that nigga was the CEO of Cell C, fam.
Yeah, you're right, bro. You think the nigga owns Cell C. But the person who's doing that now, who's in every ad and who's who would you say? It's Mpopops.
Yeah, okay.
Mpopops is in every ad. The Simba now, it's him.
Yeah, no, Simba is the
Uber,
one.
It's him now.
Yeah,
he used to do my way.
Yeah. But do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's that other one for the First for Women? The most.
I worked in insurance, right?
Yeah. So is it cheaper if for First for Women?
No.
Can I?
Yeah, anyone can get First for Women.
So why are they making it First for Women?
I don't know.
Rubbish, man.
I have no idea. Like I think I tried to get. My God, it was
First for Women. If by any chance you come across this video, let's push the envelope. Let's have males for the first ad for First for Women, and we will be endorsing it. You know why? As I say, if you watch my set, you'll know I am the bad bitch of comedy. So I think.
Let me get this straight. You sound like the type of nigga. Like
it will.
Going forth now, since we haven't made music together, it sounds like anything that we're gonna do on a public platform. I call you on a LinkedIn. You're somehow gonna try and plug your comedy in it. Hey yo, listen. You sound
no, of course.
You sound like a nigga where you're like, hey, this is Vineas. I'm a stand-up comedian. You're like a nigga who's a card. You're like, nigga, motherfucker, I just invited you in a place.
Why? You're constantly plugging yourself.
But going back to your brand, right? When I was saying, no, half of it is just that, yo, Vinny, like, you like cannabis, you think it's something that you vibe with, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna buy fucking cannabis from you because you're funny, dog.
But you look like the one who sells cannabis.
I know. What the fuck's that supposed to be?
No, I'm just saying.
Is it the braids?
It's the braids.
It's the braids.
Yeah.
What is the braids? I had your feelings. Damn. I listened to Euphoria like 4 times yesterday.
I haven't listened to it for in a long
Anytime
time.
he goes, shee, I'm like, yo, it's almost been a year.
I can't believe it actually has almost been a year.
But do you get what I'm saying? The thing is, it's like, it sucks, but it's genuine marketing, because it's like, bruh, I hear you think everyone's welcoming, but there's just certain things and you're just looking at it, you're like.
But you know, one thing I would say, if with cannabis, what also I realized with certain stores, why certain stores are able to have a certain market and how they're supposed to sell it, like where our boy works, Eagle. Their aesthetic is more that this is for, you know, clean, professional, you know, people, because, you know, every time cannabis is always displayed, you know, they'll display like, what's out there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And that deters. But then if you change the atmosphere, even in the store, to make it seem like, yo, man,
it's the fact
formal stuff, man.
It's the fact that everyone thinks they can just do marketing.
Yeah, marketing
it's the fact that we just disrespect it, and it looks like this easy thing, because like, you're right, like, how do you change the perception of like, oh, staying it?
Yeah,
like,
to people,
to people like, oh, yo, dude, this thing is actually pretty chill, calms my anxiety. I don't know, but like, and not make someone feel shameful or feel like the taboos of it.
Especially for the type of market you will also be targeting is
young professionals.
Not even young professionals per se, but yeah, young professionals also, and also the majority of the times that they're in a very stressful situations.
So
and alcohol is. I actually I'm actually starting to believe this.
What?
Alcohol is gonna eventually die out.
You think so?
Because
really,
yeah, bro. The stats came in that our generation is, and you can even see it amongst the people you hang out with. Majority of the time, people don't drink as much. So nowadays, if we're gonna come and hang out and whatever, yeah, man, where is spliff at? Even if there's beers and whatever there, most of the times they'll be like, hey, bro, where's the spliff at? I don't even think you can. In our generation, hang out with a group of people and you will not see a spliff. So eventually, it will maintain for those who still like it.
You're even saying, "Damn, snap," because it's like, damn, you're right.
The old niggas.
The breweries are gonna have like a tough time.
Yeah, they're gonna have a tough
because
time.
now
It's
on
like
top of it,
now.
Yeah, it's also that.
Yeah, you never think that
is
cigarettes.
Yes, because now it's like probably the cigarettes.
People don't smoke as much,
and the vapes are killing you the same way, but
people just don't
tobacco,
smoke as much, bro.
The tobacco, I guess, also remember
only the builders, the gardeners.
Besides the endangerment of lungs and all that stuff, I think people don't like cigarettes mainly for the smell.
Yeah, the smell is
the teeth. Like, there's other things besides
that. I'm
like, no, everyone knows. It's like trying to tell people, guys, don't eat McDonald's, stop eating candy. They're just gonna do it anyway.
It's made out of human meat and stuff.
You can tell them every single. But when
it's made out of human meat,
dude, what the hell, nigga? Where's your mind going,
my
man?
nigga? We are missing.
Man,
the cannibals got for real,
nah.
No,
man.
What are you saying, bro? Niggas.
So you remember
the documentary on Vice?
Which one?
The African cannibals, and then they had names like Mosquito, General.
You know what Vice kills me?
Butt naked.
When there was a time when I knew Vice was dead, right?
Yeah.
And Vice might be allegedly, guys, because I love Vice, because there was like a 1-star.
No, it actually is. The original guy is
he sold. He got his paper, and now they filed for bankruptcy, right? But I remember watching it in 2020, and they were talking about like some drug. I don't know. I think it was
it was the pink cocaine one.
And then it was like a whole movie setup, and it felt so fake to me. I love how I have to look at the camera like, hey, you're just getting a defamation lawsuit, and you're like, bruh, I said To me, it looked fake.
Ain't nobody gonna sue your ass, man.
Nah, dude, that's when we know we made it, bro.
Yeah, when you get that first paper, like, oh my God, nigga.
It's like, what, one view of me testing this video?
We are. Yo, while we're actually talking about lawsuit, we have to talk about this, man. I know maybe some people might not even know him. Mr. Club Shay Shay. Shannon Sharp. The reason why you would know him is because
I saw the video from how do I say this guy? See, Shannon had a problem, if you guys know. Everyone, shout out to that guy. I love, man. Shout out. I know it's like XEVI.
Yeah.
That's his handle. I don't know how he says it. He never says his name. Shout out. He's even now cleaned up the content because he tells stories in a very good way, you know? Yeah, with that one, I saw it now, right? And all I can say is, right, because these things are so frequent, right? And I pray to God that people our age, that when we are like in our 50s, we purely embrace, this sounds very outlandish, masturbating, smoking spliffs, and just calling it a day. See this young man sport now, this nigga, the thing is, you know what I'm saying is that this nigga was 50 at the time. I'm like judging.
But like, let's not even why the things that we can't focus too much on the age component of it. I think
50 and 19.
We can we can. That's a whole different conversation about it. But like one thing I've noticed, it's and I feel bad is that the legacy that you build up, and everything that you've. He was about to sign $100 million deal with ESPN, I think. I'm not sure, but he was about to sign a lot of money, and
this thing just pulled up.
And the thing is, bro, it doesn't even. You don't even have to. It doesn't even have to be correct information, or things are. Already now the mere fact that this thing, and now they have recordings, and now
so for
you're
me,
going back and forth.
I think,
bro, your whole career just goes down the drain.
I watched McG and I watched Tolismo, right? The moment something like this comes out, right, it is hard. No matter what, even as you as a person, even if the lady was proven guilty, your brain is like, but what if this guy did it? It stains, bro. As soon as something like this comes out, when we look at you, we can't help but think that, what if?
But you know why I was like, honestly, Shannon Sharp looks like a very disciplined man and stuff like that. And I remember in one of his interviews, he even mentioned that sometimes, bro, he doesn't even want to take the same elevator as a woman. If there's a woman in it, and then I'm like, oh, nigga, but you see, is that a problem? That's the moment you're like, okay, you cannot want to take, but like, nigga, a 19-year-old. Now that's where we go back to the age component. Like for a guy,
I'm not. It's like the thing is, I don't even want to talk about it because these ones are so touchy. Because it's like, no matter what you're saying, it's like, what if now you're out here? Like, it's such a complex thing. It has never been something that's so easy to prove, because being a famous person, right, unless you have receipts, CCTV footage and everything, like Ronaldo a couple of years ago.
Wasn't Ronaldo, it was Neymar.
Neymar, ne?
Yeah.
And now you have to, so it's like, man, even you never know, like you could have been just.
But for me,
hey,
again,
man, I don't know.
This nigga Shannon makes no sense to me because
bro, don't
my guy,
bro.
if no, it's not even criticizing. Like, you got bag, bro. You got guap, like a lot of guap.
But you're human, though.
No, you're human, but nigga, a 19-year-old, nigga, a 19-year-old, bro, man. The generation of OnlyFans. Because even you came there, she got her OnlyFans. So what were you doing there, Uncle? Uncle Shay Shay.
It's for me. It's his voice for me.
That's southern accent.
And there's also like a bit of, what would I be?
You can hear like there's a
bit of sass when it comes to Shannon, there's like assassin.
Yeah, he has assassinist to
it. No,
that's why they were accusing him. I mean, now we clearly know that he's not gay. Because the suspicion was the reason why, you remember the whole situation with the phone and the phone going online, going on live while he was having coitus. There was always allegations. There was always allegations that Shannon Sharp is gay. Because he's 50 years old, he's not married, like people don't know who is he dating most of the time, and
you know what? I think maybe, let me say this, guys, and I hope I can play this.
So now
in 20 something years, I think when I'm 50, I think I just need to cut out of this, out of the game, bro. Social media wise, like just let it go and just stay out, because it seems like that there was a time, that with that situation for Shannon, people were like laughing, bro, because it's like, this is why it's like, I hate the fact, you see now, you're saucy, you know how to use your phone, you know everything. What if one day now you are 50 there, right? And you're like, you know what, man, let me just like bust.
It's like those old niggas who don't know a search history.
And then then after that, maybe we'll like that teams more. Like, wow. You were there with your specs. And then you're just, because you're old. Because you're old, bro.
I remember there's you know that famous video where this guy thought he came off the teams. And he was about to beat his meat. And everyone just started leaving. No one wants to see that. They would rather leave the guy. Someone call
But if I was your op, I'll just sit there and record it and be like,
nah, bro, that's nasty, man. I don't even know. That's nasty, bro.
When you are opping,
that's nasty, bro. It's like walking in a room and finding people having coitus, man. It's just, it's a disturbing realization, man.
Did you get the tweet?
Yeah. Before we move on to that, I actually, man, I need to shout out this artist. Man, this nigga.
If anyone's watching, but anyway.
No, but like, man, this nigga cooks, man. Meeks, UK guy.
But I told you.
What do you mean?
I told you before you picked that whack Piano beat. Like, isn't Meeks the guy who made the music video Playboy Max while he was streaming?
Meeks?
Yeah.
Meeks doesn't show his face, blood.
Meeks is not that one. Who's that?
Can't be. Meeks is a real rap nigga, boy. Not this. You know the reason why I'm even saying.
Don't.
No. Let me, bro. Do me a favor. This. I need you to listen to Meeks' new album. Right. You come back the on the next episode. We will talk about Meeks and tell me if that guy is not real raps, bro. Let me tell you, Kendrick Lamar even said it in his thing of Gen X when he said he wanted just to go back to what? Dope ass beats and just raps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And one thing I've noticed where the argument of what is hip hop and what is not hip hop, and certain things are just like raps, like pop, like the things we listen to. The thing that I've noted, it's like the same with Amapiano, where you like, man, it has Amapiano beat, but it doesn't give you Amapiano vibes. It's again the culture and what is happening in the street level. You know what I'm saying? For me, unfortunately, hip hop it's deep rooted in what? Criminal activity. No. Whoa. Let me cook. I don't think you can make it that far in the rap game if you're not talking about any criminal activity.
Yeah, criminal activity.
Okay, let me give you all the raps. Give me top 5 rappers right now and tell me none of them that discusses any criminal activity. Not them doing criminal activity. Even if they're doing criminal activity.
Even Drake fell
to that thing. You know why? Because it's real. That's where hip hop stems from.
No. That's gangster rap. We're forgetting that the Grandmaster Flash rap. It was
that's why there was. But it wasn't popping from that.
I think what you're trying to say is, I think rap, hip hop, it comes from struggle. Yes, in a way.
That's where
the criminal activity was that everyone in was it which New York city was it again? Was it Brooklyn?
Yeah, it's Brooklyn.
Right, and then they had like load shedding basically.
Yeah.
And everyone just went to go loot, and everyone stole like turntables and all that shit. And everyone could cook hip hop, and then spread out the hip hop. But when you're saying that, is that I realize as I listen to multiple different raps. Like I love UK rap, right? I prefer UK drill over New York drill or Chicago drill. Not for me. I feel like the reason, you know what's the difference for me? And no, Shara, like you're right. The UK drill, they also talk about a lot of criminal activities. That's what they talk about. Yeah. But I also like the calmness. It doesn't sound like. It sounds like nah, nigga. And like a calm criminal. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like they're in the element of criminal activity. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Think of who's like a legend on a gang on television. Who's like a cool criminal. Without gruesomeness.
Without gruesomeness?
It's very calm. I know that guy from Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. The guy who plays a villain everywhere. He's even in Far Cry.
Gustavo Fring. That's what they call him in Breaking Bad.
You see that? That's super cool though. Very calculated.
And I've noticed he never gets his. It reminds me of let's go back to the best show on TV right now. Beauty and the Black. The nigga Jules. You've noticed that Jules never does any.
Because he never touches
no one.
He's always telling other people. But anyway, going back,
the nigga still is.
I would like to put people on, man. I can't believe I took this long to watch this show. Everyone tap in. Everyone should watch Shaka Ilembe. My God, beautiful, best television I've seen out of this country in a very long time. People put in work, fam. You sound so outdated when you say that, because I feel like anyone who has watched the show. No. See, the thing is, I binged it.
Yeah.
Because like I told you, it comes out on Mzansi Magic. I even told the wife because it's coming out in June. I was like, nah. We're gonna wait for that then a pile.
And then binge it. You don't wanna
I don't want adverts. Yeah. I don't want it to. I loved seeing that. I loved the interpretation of writing shit without. I think because we are so in South Africa, we just keep on watching legacy families. This family wants to be on top, which is generally what, like I was telling you this morning, is literally the basis of generations. And every show that we've ever watched since we're a child, they always fight him to be on the top. Even show in the same thing when you watch Shaka, everyone just wants to always.
Yeah, it's about power.
Everything's about power, right?
Feeding into
it was just so good to watch something so refreshing, and you could see people put in work, man. I was even telling my wife, because I was coming from the gym feeling so I'm like, yo, you think I can be an extra? I would even be an extra in that shit, bro. Like, yo, point me out, bro.
You're too short to be an extra.
No. There were variations. The thing is, I don't know how accurate, because going back, this controversy was a thing. I get the guy who plays Shaka is not Zulu. He's a Sotho guy.
Yeah.
And he's like a stature like me, like a small. So I don't know historically how Shaka was. Was he a big guy? Was he a small?
No, he was
small stature.
Small but tall, maybe.
No, you see that now
there ain't no way. I'm telling you now, he was a bit tall, bro. He wouldn't have been that dominant in combat.
He was not. No. See, I don't want to spoil the show for you.
Yeah.
Because the main thing that makes Shaka very different, Shaka doesn't think he's more combat, and also he didn't think about. The thing is, with even you would know as a person who fights, you need when you're taking a shot at someone, you just don't take a shot because you're angry and you just want to get a hit. Everything has to be calculated, right? So anyone, it does not about how big you are, how whatever it is.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that he was.
No, I don't know. I don't know the historical things.
Couldn't have been our height.
South African men were very short, bro. It's only now. Whatever this processed food, have you seen them kids, fam?
Hey, man.
Yeah, goddamn, man.
Man, it is processed.
Like food. Young Gen Zs, there's also, before we get into it, there was an infographics. I don't know if you know infographics on YouTube.
Mm-mm.
You don't know the channel with infographics? It uses the cartoons to tell a story.
I think there's so many YouTube channels.
Yeah, I think there's like, I don't know, 50 million subs.
No, I don't.
So they were making a video on why, hey guys, it seems like this is the year where they hate Gen Z for everything. So they were making a video of why we look so old. Hey yo, bro.
What is the reason why we look so old?
It did say some of it is because we are a lot of makeup, a lot of Botox, but it didn't also make sense for some of them kids that I've seen, like, you in grade 10, like a dog, like a nigga, you're like, buddy. Like some of them is. I remember this guy
went
once
to school with Indian people.
No, that's fine. Those I understand. I'm talking about
in grade 5.
No, that's those ones that are fine, right? I'm talking about like us now, the black people in South Africa. It's just like, I remember once we went out to the strip, right? And this kid, that nigga looked older than me. And I think he was 17. Basically, like, he was about to turn 18.
Yeah.
But he was trying to go in and the bouncer was not letting him in. And this nigga looked older than me, dog.
But he probably could tell. Sometimes you don't know, you can look old, but you just give off childish vibes.
So, hey, man.
But man, let's get into them tweets segment called opinions that no one cares
I read
about.
last week, no?
Yeah. People, why?
I can read if you want me to read.
No, it's cool. Fucking economy priced us out of having kids. I don't know. I feel like there's something wrong with that statement. It upsets what? Hey, man, what's going on? Hey, let me read, man. I have a degree in honors, in fact.
That sounds so insecure.
Fucking economy priced us out of having kids. It upsets me quite a bit.
That's all you couldn't get out, fam.
Nah, man, it's because the way this person wrote this thing, I don't think it's following the correct grammar.
Let me say this. I think the only time it was affordable to have a child was before modernization.
Personally, I disagree with this statement.
I disagree.
I disagree
but I'm saying
that there's presence on the my guy. We stay. Okay, now we don't, but we used to stay in a township, right? I didn't see any people stop making children there, yet the children will survive and thrive. I understand that maybe our expectations that we want to set for ourselves, that the life we want to offer kids, and already the conversations that go around, it's too expensive to have a child. But my thing is, if right now, maybe if you get a child right now, what do you think is going to happen? Is your world going to end?
No.
Is that child going to starve?
No.
Is that child not going to have a place to stay?
No.
Is that child not going to go to school?
No.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think maybe it's the expectations that we want to set out. We are not at the level, especially in South Africa, we are not at the level as most countries like South Korea, for instance, or Japan, where the whole model where the whole model of this new age, like we all admire the city living that we see in Tokyo and New York and all of that.
Yes.
There we can say, I can understand where they wouldn't even think about having a child. But in a South African context where you could be staying in currently now where I stay in Vereeniging, you can find a reasonable amount of money to pay for things. You don't have to force yourself to move into urban centers.
I think
where you know that you can't even afford.
I think the only reason what's going on right now currently is that everyone is saying facts about everything, but what I'm hearing a lot is a lot of negativity.
Like Riyadh, yes, thank you. Actually, now I just remembered. On the previous episode, I think, or the episode before, I said his name so incorrectly. It's Riyadh Musa. Again, when he mentions that we are a generation where we have so much self-worship, and that's why I think there will never be even the room of thinking of
bringing a child into the world.
Yeah, of course. So, usually some of it stems like, I still need to do this.
I still need to, because you're self-worshipping yourself. You believe.
I still need to.
Yeah.
I think this is me. I guess maybe because also I need to also be very self-conscious. No, not self-conscious, but I'm very self-aware that I am very privileged to be married, to my beautiful wife, which I love very much, and I can chat all this shit about. And you can chat shit about making babies and shit,
Yeah.
It's tough out here. It's not only prices. They are a bunch of shitty niggas. They like this. There's so many anomalies that makes it so difficult just to make a baby. You can have. It's not even that. It's just like, firstly, a lady just finding a good ass nigga to make a baby with. That's like arguably fuck the money. Like, fuck the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like getting someone to be like, I'm gonna share DNA with this nigga. I'm gonna tolerate this nigga's ass. Because I think the main thing that white people get discouraged to have babies, right? I think the main is like, really, I'm gonna have a baby with this nigga? I think it's more of that rather than prices.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think in South Africa you get. No, man, not in.
And I think it's like,
not in the country.
It's like, yo, dog, am I really gonna have I want a baby, but like, what is?
Maybe
yeah, well, like, I'm just and fuck niggas. You know what? Niggas can hate and then go into comments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You a nigga, bro. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like, if you must remember this one thing. If you're going to be a husband, you're going to be a father, you're just going to have to get with the program. I was talking to one of our niggas on the phone. It's just the way it is, alright? Like, don't try to change the philosophy of what it is to be a dad and a husband. If you're a dad and a husband, yes, miracle worker. Even if you're not, you just fucking... stand up, bro.
It's been the same since the beginning of time.
You know what I mean? Like,
make it
just
look
what
like it's
it
a
is.
new practice.
Soon
people are gonna bring back cigarettes. Like, oh my god, we found this ancient. Come on, man.
Dog.
All right, let's just keep it on this last one. Corporate just has good PR. Government employment is where it is at. The younger you start, the better.
No. I disagree.
I only disagree from the from the angle of it's not always about money, and it will get to a point where because you went to university, you studied, you've got into this thing of I'm always challenging myself and I'm growing myself. I think it'll reach a time where you feel like you're not growing. You just feel like I'm making all this money, but deep down in my heart, I know I'm not going.
I think
there's no.
Then what you're trying to say is starting, and I disagree with the person wholeheartedly. Like, yes, government is where it is, but I don't think government is a great place to start as a young professional.
Yeah, the younger part.
I will say that even from experience, and I think a lot of people don't understand. Even with corporate and stuff, because obviously corporate is something that people never want to jump into, right? But as a person who started working with younger people, it is significantly much better to be surrounded by people who fucking get it.
Yeah.
Because what you're trying to say to me, you see how people pick on Gen Z? Nigga, that's all you're gonna hear. Your whole yellow dark day, your youth is useless. That's what you're telling me. I must go to work.
Subject yourself to
just torture of being bullied every single day about how nigga, I used to work with a nigga. I was in uni, dog. I'm working and stuff. It's like, nigga, you guys are useless. You see me, if I was your age, I would have had $1 million in my bank account already.
Nigga, that's
He's
why
not capping though.
No,
he's not capping.
He's not capping.
Oh yeah.
Our
youth are very. The problem. That's another topic for another day. But yeah,
let's end it on this one. Now I know why my dad used to wake up at 4 a.m. and just sit at the kitchen table for an hour. Man, that when I even I wanted to cut it short, but when I saw this tweet, I was like, man, this nigga is
you know what Dad used to do.
Yeah.
Agari would pray Salah, right? So we'll pray, and then everyone will dip.
Yeah.
And this nigga would just have his eyes closed.
Yeah.
For like 30 minutes, just
Meditating.
sitting there. I mean, come on.
Hey man,
nigga has damn wives, has
you got them problems, man.
I mean,
and I like the fact that I'm not to
shaming
exclude women or anything, but I like the fact that he said his father, because sometimes as a nigga, there's always that moment you just contemplating, because as a father I can imagine, and even now I always be thinking to myself, damn man, life is just gonna get a bit more difficult for me, because when you have kids, the kid wants something, the other one is crying, the other one is making noise, you still have to speak to your wife, conduct yourself.
The one that I saw,
it's quiet.
The one I saw also, and this is not like for a man, it was mom. She would sometimes like drive and come back home, and then I'll open the gate for her, and she would just sit in the car, and it's like, nah, I'm just sitting, like no phone. And now till this day, when I like park the car, like I have to do a whole thing of like, nigga, get out the car. Because all I do is think, and because it feels.
Now imagine there's 2 children waiting for you and a wife.
I'm sorry to my wife. I'll probably go to work like full time, 5 days a week. When and be like, babe, I'm working late in the office.
That time, sitting, playing.
You're like, you come
games.
into the office at like 6 every morning. You're number 1.
But why are you so early every morning, man?
I'm a hard worker.
Man.
But just to end it off, you know what this tweet is reminding me of?
Yeah.
It's reminding me of that Atlanta episode where their dad just had a one day to himself.
It wasn't even a day. It was a couple of hours while they went somewhere else.
Yeah, just like a dad.
I think it was even 2-3 hours. Man, that
the day
ended so bad. And I felt bad laughing. I don't even want to spoil it. The reason why I felt bad laughing was because this man was just minding his own goddamn business.
All he just wanted, it was a day to himself.
And he had these, they call them YNs. I've heard these young niggas. Just terror. And my fear is, right? And now the older I get, you think, and be honest, right? Like right now, you're just walking in the street, minding your own business, and some YNs pull up, 16-year-old niggas. And you can see there like 7 of them.
Yeah.
They start chatting shit to you, right? In that moment,
and then the more you keep quiet, they just keep on.
They press you, and then your reaction. If your reaction is that you can beat the hell out of those niggas, my guy. You don't want to go to the hospital because of some YNs, bro. Because, hey, man, they are wild. They'll beat the hell out of you.
For me now.
And when you get home, I don't think you'll admit that you got beat up by YNs. That common thing they do in television shows when the nigga gets beat up by embarrassing people, he starts making up the story.
Well, like when I go, hobo beat me up. But I don't.
I mean, yeah, man, I wasn't gonna expose you like that, man.
Oh, you've spoken. You can use it for your set. Guys, this is why. Yeah, this is why.
About hobo.
This is the problem with our country. The only reason, right, this thing happened was because I was trying to be a good person in this, and like this.
You are not trying to be a good person. You are just releasing stress on the wrong person.
Do you know what he said when I was walking past, and the person was not even my girlfriend. I was just being
ashamed. You got your ass whipped. You came back to the apartment smelling a hobo.
I just
with that doobie on your head. For what?
You know what?
No, she
was not even there.
So you called and you went after her.
I went back
home. For round 2.
No. He first
said something
then when I walked back, no, and I'm like, that's not even my girl, nigga.
So then now you start washing him up.
I just remember putting my bag down, right? Because for some reason, you know what's so
you
hilarious?
are releasing stress.
No. But what I got your senses kicked in, so I was like, you know what, man? I'm gonna beat up someone today, right? Then I grabbed him, and then my senses kicked in, like, nigga, what are you doing, man? So when he hit butt, I was like, you know what, man? This is not worth it. Then I just stopped. For some reason, I just somehow came to my senses, like, bro.
Can you imagine?
No, but there's often what I often think about. What I did was fucking extremely dangerous and irresponsible, because this is a homeless person. You could have took her, and it's funny. But I'm glad I'm okay, and I didn't actually.
Can you imagine being taken out by a nyao person?
Dog, and he just stabs me like 100 times, bro.
And I must come to your funeral.
Dog, smack.
Fun. Every time I drive, I see a nyao person. I want to come out.
And you
of the
know,
car.
so you're gonna need to perform. You're gonna need to perform the ghusl on me, basically like the ablution. When in Islam,
I'm not a robot. Hospital.
But anyway, guys, it's been a nice episode of Third Avenue.
Yo, man, this has been Third Avenue.
We're signing out. Peace, guys.
And don't forget to like and subscribe and share.
Fuck that shit, nigga.
And leave a comment.
We don't care. You guys already know how the platform works. If we said shit that you want to comment, why? Actually, before we leave, why do you say something that has been doing? People know. If I want to sub, I'll sub. If I want
sometimes you forget.
Nigga,
the reason I say it is because I thought that the same logic that you were saying, and then sometimes they will say it, and I'll be like, am I actually subscribed to this nigga? Because I like his content. Then I realize, I am not subscribed.
Are you saying when I say it, is it gonna help us appear on?
No, you see, if you don't, I understand that you get no views, right? But you never know which episode people are gonna put their eyes on.
Bro, do whatever you feel
in
is
most
right.
cases,
Do you know how long it takes for me to sub to a guy?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to, like, if I watch like 5 of your videos, and I'm like, you know what? That's a sub. But anyways,
peace.
Peace be in Third Avenue.